Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush and another photo reference of a beach scene. I wanted to have something dynamic, so I wanted a diagonal through the paper, and so this is what I was looking for. But because I didn't have access at the time to my regular files, I decided to take a little trip to Pixabay. Now, Pixabay is a royalty-free photo site where you can download photos. They do have a suggestion that you pay the artist, the photographer, a little bit, but you don't have to. And you can find photos on anything. So I started with looking for beach scenes, then children, and then I wanted a little dog. Oh, the rocks will do. I like the rocks. See, you just gather them up and put them in a file folder so that you can find them later. Or at least that's how I am. I need to find them later. Choose the photo you want and then download it. I didn't want anything too static, but in the end I ended up using a little girl just sitting on the beach. But I like the lighting. And there doesn't seem to be any limit to how many you can download from Pixabay, so that's always nice. I picked a few here that I did not use in this particular photo reference, but will use later. I also wanted a seagull. And I chose several because you're never sure which one will look good. Plus, I wanted some little beach toys. So as you can see, I probably downloaded a dozen or so photos, and in the end only used half of them, I think. Then I wanted a dog. The dog adds interest and sometimes motion, but in this case, I didn't use one that was running or jumping or anything like that. I ended up using that little white dog there. But that's the fun part about making these photo references. You can choose and mix and place them in the photo, and if you don't like them, change them, get rid of them. So I start with an artboard piece that is the size, relative size, of the paper that I'm going to be using for the collage. And I go through the images that I uploaded. I like this beach, but it doesn't have enough of a diagonal. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it in the end. I might. I wanted the rocks, definitely, so I'm going to have to mask out the sky. Masking is a great tool because if you don't You know, if you aren't happy with what you erased, you can always get it back because it's a mask. Now I'm cloning the sand so that I can paint over the people. There was just too many people on the beach, and I didn't want that much. And there's the little girl that I chose. Shrink her down a little bit so she fits in the page. I don't want her necessarily leaning against the rocks, but leaning towards them. I like that diagonal position that she's in. It adds some sort of a dynamic. And I thought about putting the toys in front of her, but I didn't like the placement. I definitely like that seagull. And that little white dog. But I had to flip him around because the lighting has to match the lighting in the rest of the picture. And you see, I ended up having to move the toys. And I think I like these two children, but I want them further back. Plus, I used the sand around them. There, I want them way back there. I had to add a shadow to make it consistent with the lighting. But the lighting in the beach, that's beginning to bother me. Because technically speaking, the light on the beach is straight overhead, and the light on the girl and the rocks and the dog is coming from the right-hand side. So I had to switch beaches. So I like this one better, but the big rock in the middle is creating a tangent around my little girl's face, and I don't want it to touch her head but I can't really move her over more, so I got rid of the big rock by cloning it, cloning the water around it. And now I saved my picture and I'm ready to use it for my collage. What do you think? Sure, there's still fringe around the girl's head and the rocks, but I don't need to worry about that. Not for my collage. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. I sure appreciate everyone. Give me a thumbs up and check out some of my links below. I'll see you next week, everyone. Bye for now.